and that's true for 1/5 of the American population.
I agree with John.
Anybody who's sane, comfortable.
I agree with John.
I know it's one poll. It's one poll.
It doesn't matter, John. If that's the case, if that poll is a representation of reality, I agree with you.
I'm not a more relevant.
Why are your values better?
Because obviously, that's why.
There
because
you go.
Obviously, a pop star's opinion in a vacuum is not a good reason.
Depends on the pop star.
It does not. It does not.
No, but if you it does. If you cast,
no. I would say even if it's like Kid Rock or something, even if it's Kid Rock, the mere fact that he endorsed somebody shouldn't be a good enough reason for anybody. You should look into why they endorsed them and what.
And sure. This is why we must fund education to the moon. Most important thing. Let's just take like billions of dollars from whatever we need and just pump it into school so kids grow up and have the ability to skeptically inquire about their surroundings and learn to have conversations with people and be exposed to different cultures and religions so they can start to understand the world.
I want all of those results.
John,
I'm not convinced that pouring money into a failing public school system is the best way to get there, but that's a tactical and empirical question. That is something
John,
later.
All I'm trying to point out is the fallacy of all politicians are not criminals, right?
Probably not. No.
Probably
not. Hey, isn't the first maxim you can't be certain anything?
Well, I'm not. I didn't ask you to be certain. I'm just speaking to what you might know. But So in that same, there might be some pop stars out there that are more informed than you think, right? If they're going to endorse somebody.
It's true.
Because I think it's easy to look at someone like Taylor Swift and be like, oh, she's just singing and just going with whoever has the most flower power. But if you sat down and had a conversation with Taylor Swift, all I'm saying is she might surprise you.
No, I'm not saying I dislike Taylor. For the record, I am a Swiftie. For the record, I feel like she is the last bulwark against.
John, you look like you're a Swiftie. You can't both be a Swiftie and look like
the unbelievably vulgar stuff that we see in pop culture now. So if anything, I am Taylor Swift's #1 right-wing fan. However, I will say that the fact that a random celebrity endorsed a candidate and that's all the information you need to vote, and that's true for 1/5 of the American population.
I agree with John.
Anybody who's sane, comfortable.
I agree with John.
I know it's one poll. It's one poll.
It doesn't matter, John. If that's the case, if that poll is a representation of reality, I agree with you. I mean, if you're out there choosing who you're going to vote for president because you watch a streamer and that streamer is telling you who you should vote for president for. Mm-hmm. And yes, I know you're in the audience. You guys watch stream from stream. You jump from streamer to streamer.
I'm the only exception. You should listen to me. But everybody else, it's
But guys, let's not be fooled that just because you get into politics and you get informed, it doesn't mean that you're going to agree with those values that come with that information. So Taylor Swift might have a better take on many political issues than Donald Trump.
It's theoretically possible, yes.
I think that's very probable. I think that's probable.
Is it not? Is it not probable? Right?
I don't know Taylor Swift's political ideology. I have no idea.
Let's say from a social services perspective, who do you think would score higher on social services as value them higher, Taylor Swift or Donald Trump?
I don't know what you. Wait, you mean who thinks social services is more important?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking to an American, Travis. He was just saying defund it.
I have no
idea. John is just be like, defund it. I don't want it to be
funded. No, it does need restructuring, though. If we do nothing, it's going to go broke in like 20 years. But I don't know. It's possible Taylor Swift has opinions better than Donald Trump's. That's very possible. It depends on
That's all I'm pointing out, because I see people do this with like the label of CEO, right? They'd be like, oh, that person's a rich CEO. They're obviously evil. And do you know how common that belief is? Like, people are just like, all CEOs are evil. No, they're not. Yeah. They're just not.
If you exist in that sphere where you kind of have that intuitive, like, oh, fuck the rich, you are doing that thing. You're the brainwashy. Just know that. Or if you drain the swamp, you're the brainwashy.